All right, y'all. Get some time to come up in here, but this morning I was waiting for the bus, and the first person to come and mess with me was the River Oaks Police Department, right? So I kept telling him that he was out of his jurisdiction, that he couldn't do nothing to me, and he kept saying, yeah, I can. Even the Northside dumbass cop said the same shit. But I want to show y'all something. Look, that's him probably over there messing with them. Look. See? He's over there messing with the homeless people. But this is when I prove my point, right? Because they were saying it's in... Because he said that it was his jurisdiction, right? River Oaks. That's River Oaks that way, right? But when you come this way, I want y'all to pay attention to this sign right here. Look, what does that say? Entering Fort Worth, leaving River Oaks. See that? And there's one on that side too. So I want y'all to pay attention to that, right? Look at that. Entering Fort Worth city limits, leaving River Oaks. And look, that's where I was at, Jacksboro. And there the loser goes over there, probably. See him? Yeah. And I want y'all to notice that. Screenshot it. And I'm going to go back to it, right? Because he kept saying they were in their jurisdiction, which is not true. Because look. Entering Fort Worth city limits, leaving River Oaks. Okay? So he's leaving River Oaks jurisdiction. So this is what them losers do. Because see, now we're in Fort Worth, which River Oaks has no jurisdiction. And I'm going to go back to where I was standing at, waiting for the bus. After this lying loser, his name is Young. 25 or something like that, he said his number was. So but they use this tactic on everybody. So they lie to everybody. Talking about jurisdiction and all that. He's full of shit. Because look, this is where I was at. See? And then I'm gonna take y'all over here so y'all can see where it says entering River Oaks, leaving Fort Worth. See? So when they keep saying that they have jurisdiction out here, they don't. Cause it's right here, look, watch. I'm gonna show y'all right here. Let's see. Entering River Oaks, leaving Fort Worth. So that's what I'm talking about. Because there goes one park right here. See? River Oaks. Yeah, that's him. 2112. He's probably went inside to go hide. And they're funded by the CCPD, the Fort Worth. The mayor and council are over the CCPD fund. But yep. That's where he is. Look, there he goes. Loser. I just proved you were lying about your jurisdiction. See? There he goes. There he goes. Straight scumbag. Take your ass back over there. See? And they do that to people because majority of the people don't know. And they'll lie. Just like y'all heard him lie this morning. Because first he said he was stopping me because I looked like someone he was looking for. Then he said I was walking across the street. I told him, give me a ticket. Then he said that he saw me smoking weed, which was a lie. You didn't see me do anything. When you asked me what I had, I said, it's gone. I don't have nothing. So that's where we're at. And that was him. The little loser. Let's see. Now I'm in River Oaks. Now I'm in River Oaks. See? You got signs, City of Fort Worth, City of River Oaks. See? So I prove that they keep lying, keep deceiving people just because they don't like me. And I proved it. He said he knew who I was. And then he said I looked like somebody he was looking for. They can't help but be liars. And if you listen to their lies, then they got you. Because I just proved they were full of shit. See? Because they don't have no jurisdiction in Fort Worth. Look, it's right there. See? Entering. So if you're entering there, you're leaving on the other side where I showed. So that's all I wanted to show people. How they're full of Because I'm going to go back to where I was at. Watch. So I need y'all to be careful with River Oaks because they like to lie. Because I just showed y'all the jurisdiction where River Oaks is. So he was in Fort Worth conducting traffic stops and harassing people at a bus stop. So because this morning I couldn't do that because I was on my way to church. So I just wanted to come and show y'all where I was at. Because behind me is where it's from. So, and then for the Fort Worth cop to say it was River Oaks jurisdiction, I guess he's kind of slow or dumb. Because he doesn't even know what jurisdiction they're in. All right. See, I was right here. Now you said I was smoking weed, which is stupid. So I told him I didn't have shit. And I kept walking around thinking I had something. But this is where I was at right here. And all because I was waiting for the bus on the wrong side. It was over there. And yet I happened to cross the street and that's who it was. A River Oaks Police Department. So now y'all know. River Oaks does not have jurisdiction in Fort Worth. So this morning what he did was normally what they do all the time to people around here. Mess with them and lie on them. Because that cop, all three of them this morning knew I was not in River Oaks jurisdiction for him to be stopping people like that. That's why I told him, give me a ticket then. All he was worried, he was trying to find something to take me because he was stupid. He made an assumption, and I'm sure based on his years of fucking lying on people and setting people up, gave him the training to lie and do shit like that. That's why I tell him you can miss me with all that, especially when I've been doing this for 20 years. You've been screwing people over and lying on them for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever your flex is. I tell them, your 6 months in training is not going to outweigh my 9 months in the law library. Sorry, won't work like that. And then he ran my name for warrants. Like, come on, dude, I just got out for another Northwest Division liar. So that's why they hate me, because I assert my rights. I understand them. So that's what they want, right? He stopped me because he said I look like someone. That's what he whispered to the cops. But I'm going to get his body camera and theirs. I just don't like their attitudes and their arrogance. Because before I started filming, he told me, sit down. And he started yelling at me. I told him, for what? That's why when I started filming him, you see him stand up. And you had Dobbs and Dodson just standing there watching when Fort Worth Police Department has a policy where they have to intervene when someone is violating their rights or committing misconduct. And they too just stood there and watched it, knowing I was not in no River Oaks jurisdiction. Because see, even these signs tell you where we're at. Look, I'm going to show them to you. I'm on Long, right? And what do y'all see on there? Fort Worth. And then you go across Long, Fort Worth. We're not in no damn River Oaks. But if you let them, they will.
What you think I am, huh?
What you think I am? Fucking wearing like you? So as y'all can see, they're full of because you can even see it from here, way down there. So they had no jurisdiction to pull someone over. So yeah, I just wanted to show everyone that this morning when they stopped me, River Oaks had no jurisdiction to stop me. The two Fort Worth police officers out of Northwest Division, Dobbs and Dodson, had a policy, a rule that they have to intervene, and they didn't. So that's what I mean. They're allowed to lie, manipulate the truth, and then write a lie report on you. And then you have the courts, the prosecutors, and the judges who will help them carry on this lie. That's why I do what I do. Expose them as liars so people know who the liars are. Because I promise you, I used to say all cops are trash. All of them suck. But I started meeting a couple of them that ain't like that. But then again, you have to understand, it's a racket. So the ones at the top in charge are not gonna let go of the racket. You know? That would be like me working at Walmart and all I did was push the carts from the outside to the inside, and then I'm trying to make a whole bunch of change to the way they do in the back with stocking and all that. I can't. That's not my position. That's not my title. So in the same sense, these cops forget their title is a police officer. So they switch it to tyrant, liar, everything. Because there's no consequence to it. Because I promise you, if they were to start charging the cops, they would stop doing it. They would stop lying. They would stop beating people up. They would stop doing all that. If y'all started putting them in jail, for lying, beating people up instead of defending them, it would be so much better. But like I always said, man, cops will never prevent crime. They just react to it, respond to it. So when you hear cops have plans about crime prevention, it's just bullshit. All them people that are in that unit, crime prevention, are not preventing nothing. They never have and they never will. That's why I want people to understand words they use, just like that. Modernize. We're modernizing the rules of internal affairs. We're modernizing the rules for the police officer, which just means we're gonna up the ante to protect cops and make sure citizens can't squirm from under them. But it's a trip though, man, how they do that. That's why I always tell them they'll never prevent crime. They'll always respond to it. So, all right, y'all. I'm almost to my safe spot. Thank y'all for being here. Hold on, let me say what's up to the people who showed up. Ali Bell, hey. Corners, ¿qué onda? Cajun Randy, 214 D-Town. D-Town in the house. Jenny, hey. Romy. Rando B, what's up, baby? Direct D, ¿qué onda? Yeah, I got harassed this morning waiting at the bus stop. Or didn't have no authority to. It's crazy. Lisa Lynn, okay, Texas in the house. Popeye's Transparency. Okay, we got Splendora, Texas in the house. Okay. Go Fooey's. What's the deal? Yeah. Ice wants me. Tell Ice to want and in the udder. See which one fills up faster. Because one thing they keep forgetting, you know, how everyone translates different, right? Because in the 14th Amendment, it doesn't say all immigrants, all illegals. It says every person. Not illegal, not undocumented, person. Every person in the United States has the right to due process. It doesn't mean that the president's weird, slow, crayon-eating. It's not the way they explain it. It's weird though, but yeah. When was the last time you cut grass? Sly Shy, glad to hear you. I was watching on your child, because I consider dogs children too. Animals, pets, they're your kids. Nicole. Yeah. Nah, for real. Because there's a thing in the Constitution also, or I don't remember if it's the Constitution or like a Supreme Court ruling about that. About city mayors and city council hiring cops to commit crimes and paying them. I respect your space, little doggy. I don't want no problems. I respect y'all space. I don't want no problems. I ain't trying to get bit. Miguel, what's up? Ray's camera, hell yeah. The humidity is no fucking joke. Ugh. Yeah, they trying their hardest to lock me up. Miguel. Buzz, what's the deal? Oh yeah. That was my spiel, right? I just wanted everyone to see the city limits, because that would be like a River Oaks cop going all the way to Seminary, and he didn't chase no one from River Oaks into Fort Worth. You know, that's a different thing. Then you have the authority to go past another county, city limit. But that's only when you're chasing someone from River Oaks into Fort Worth. You can't leave your jurisdiction and start fucking with people in Fort Worth. But more than likely, that's what they do. And they tell people that. They tell people that. And ain't that weird? I showed y'all the signs that say leaving River Oaks, entering Fort Worth. And what cop was there at the damn QT? The same one from this morning. Embarrassing. And look what he said when I asked for a supervisor. Our supervisor knows we're out here working. That's why he didn't call him. And the Fort Worth Dobbs say he doesn't have to, which is a lie. But I'll tell y'all why they won't call a supervisor or anything. Because there's something called an on-site complaint, right? And what that means is whenever you're experiencing misconduct, an officer lies, as a citizen of Fort Worth, you have the right to ask for a supervisor under their own policy. Because it's called an on-site complaint. It means on-site, on scene, what's going on. You want the supervisor to come and see what's going on. But they avoid doing that because they'll get in trouble. Because we did it, me and Harvey did it to Green. Corporal Green. On, Northside Drive in Yucca at a robbery at a 7-Eleven, right? Harvey didn't want to give his name because he didn't want to file a complaint with his name. So I said, you already know who I am. No, I don't care. I gave him my name. So he called his supervisor. The supervisor showed up and he got in trouble for what he did. Both of them, Porter and Green, both got in trouble. So that's why they don't do it. But they're violating their own policy because they modernized it that way. But in all these Supreme Courts, and you ask if the officer's Bill of Rights supersedes our constitutional rights and basic human rights, and they say no. It could in certain circumstances, but that's what they normally do. they try to talk about what could happen, but not what's happening. Like the whole thing about that, right? I could give you this, I could do that. Never what's happening. So, yeah. That's the end of my spiel, people. Well, from now on, whoever comments La Rata, I'm gonna think you are snitches and rats. Because it's not, it's an inside joke, and all these people keep saying it's not. Bet. So, y'all be careful, we got rats in here. Snitches. No, I bet. Buzz, I bet. And it's crazy because if they make policies and procedures and they don't respect them or use them, that's like with us, with penal codes, right? And this is what I try to tell people, because these bootlickers and all these people that make videos of us, they keep saying, policy is not law. Well, duh, but that's their law. That's their law. And that's what I want people to understand. Don't listen to these bootlickers, these dudes that are undercover but are straight haters. I'll say it. Y'all fake be my friend and talk shit, eat me up. And if you feel some type of way, y'all know where I'm at. You heard? It's all that friendly shit. I don't use subliminals. If I'm gonna say fuck you, it's fuck you. I don't need to use subliminals. I don't need to use hidden messages. Bitch, fuck y'all. About that. Any motherfucker that pretends to be my friend, laugh and smile in my face and talk shit behind my back, fuck you. Eat it up all the way to the shaft and choke on it. And like I said, if y'all have my number, doesn't apply, let it fly. If y'all don't, you know who the fuck you are. You're just not brave enough to do it in my fucking face, pussies. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But that's the difference. You hear it? So, all right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Keep it pimping. Record. Fuck 12 and rice and crumb. Y'all be safe out there.